Before you think about acquiring more, first, adjust your normal. Before you think about reaching out into the ether for solutions, ask yourself, what's the condition of the space I currently occupy? Is it what I want it to be? Because without that foundation, every house is built on sand. You simply cannot build on broken things. So, story time. I've documented over and over and over throughout the years the injuries and physical limitations I've faced when it comes to lifting at the gym, right? It's been this kind of giant puzzle for me. I've tried different things, approaches, you name it. I still am. But the situation's basically confined me to cardio and interval training, right? Lightweight, because anything beyond that ultimately results in shoulder injury. So continuing to look for answers, I connected with a trainer and corrective exercise specialist recently. His name's James. And day one, I'm in his office. And I'm kind of giving him the lay of the land. My issues, what I've seen over time with my shoulders. We map out a game plan. And as we're doing so, I asked him about what I should do the days we're not meeting, right? Should I keep doing the HIIT classes? Should I be lifting lighter weight? Should I be swimming? Like, what should I be doing on those days? And he said something that I thought was incredibly powerful. He said, I don't want you to do any HIIT or lift any kind of weight, even small weight at the moment, because your normal isn't ideal. And we need to fix your normal before you add more to it, right? It doesn't matter how much weight. If you're lifting with restriction in your shoulders, you're going to exacerbate issues, right? We need to go down to the roots and correct the problems, right? So let's step back. Let's increase mobility, flexibility, range of motion, and then we start putting on muscle. Patience and an acknowledgement that things need to change are required. It's stepping back to leap forward, right? And I walked out of the gym feeling excited about the prospect of a recreation, like, enough, right? Let's go. I think we've got this. But also thinking about that philosophy and all the times that I have tried to add more on top of broken things. How instead of fixing, I tried disguising. Instead of confronting, I walked away from. Instead of pulling apart and rebuilding, I would attempt to fix the cracks with duct tape, right? Or Band-Aids on bullet wounds, as the saying often goes. Because, look, it hurts to build from the ground up. That requires looking in the mirror and acknowledging that something is wrong. It means more work. It means patience. It means dedication. But it also means if you acknowledge it, there will be a point in time where the ground you're building on supports your plans for growth. And this isn't a gym lesson, this is a life lesson. I thought about one of my good friends who years back dealt with substance abuse issues, trying different things, over and over again, doing whatever he could to get sober, but couldn't quite make it happen until he uprooted and changed his environment, where he lived, what he did, who he saw on a daily basis. He changed his normal. And my mind flashed back to him saying proudly that his recreation started with that very difficult tearing down in order to rebuild. I thought of a past relationship in my own life, one that I truly wanted to salvage. But no matter what I did, I couldn't make it feel right. Because the issue wasn't about what we did on the weekends or trying to find remedies to the little things that we fought about. I needed to step aside and personally evolve. I needed to create in myself a new normal. Or even something a little less deep, right? The everyday occurrences, just my productivity and ability to write. With the internet, distraction, posting, and then trying to manufacture the discipline to not check analytics or DMs or comments on the 7 different apps that, I'm constantly working on, right? I can attempt to navigate this minefield all day, try and trick myself into greater productivity, but that's a losing battle, right? To win there, I need to redefine normal. Shut the internet off when writing. Put the phone in a different room. Become the person who distinguishes between the chaos of being online and the valuable deep work that only occurs when you remove yourself from it. My normal wasn't working, right? It was time to delete the productivity apps and just shut the internet off when writing. It's a simple rewiring of normality. And I think we aim to build on broken things because when we do, we can put pause on what our souls know will be difficult work. We're scared. And so we try to trick ourselves into thinking we're doing enough. And what I've found is, you may once in a while get away with tricking other people, but you can't trick yourself. You can't lie to you because you know and your soul knows. Sometimes life simply asks that we step back. We put the weights down. We increase our flexibility, right? There's no strength without a solid foundation. So don't seek out the new without auditing the old. What is your normal? If it's not where you want it to be, congrats, right? You've acquired an awareness that few seem to grasp. Now you can greenlight the operation. Now you can chip away at what will be the reason you are, at some point in the not too distant future, stronger than you've ever been.